Hello everyone, I am Will, and welcome back to my playthrough of Wuchang Fallen Feathers. Last we left off, we kind of finished up exploring the boat capital. We kind of explored the last place to us, which was just past the pinwheel guy. From the initial worship shrine. You face the shrine, you go right, and immediately on the right side there's like a little way down. So we went there earlier, but we kind of avoided it because it looked like it was a hot mess. But it was the last thing we had to do. So took the elevator down, explored that little initial section, and then continued on. Pressed forward. Apparently there was some monstrosities fighting the one-winged avian people, so something's going on. So we just kind of let them fight. Just kind of explored the edge, picked up items, fought off some little zombie peoples. Up a staircase, activated a switch, which I guess was necessary because it turned a statue and it gave us a half of the soul bird something. Now that I'm actually kind of curious. Sober shard. Okay. Gives one and a half, so. Let's see. Did a drop down to like this little back section. There was another monstrosity in the water. Got him to pop up, pressed the pressure plate, and caused the whole area to kind of get swarmed in arrows, which was enough to kill him. So we fought a monstrosity without actually fighting him. So that was probably the highlight of my experience last episode. So we cleared out that back area. I think the only thing of note was probably a radiant feather. Opened the benediction door, which gave us a benediction. I don't quite remember what it was. Probably not going to use it. Continued exploring the area, kind of continuing around the edge of the area. Another monstrosity popped out, fought another one-winged avian. Again, avoided them. And took care of any stragglers, any low health things. Probably found the other path towards the other switch to turn the other statue. Golem got snuck up on by another one-winged avian guy. Kind of took like a little bypass poison area. Dropped down into the poison area because I had to gather all the items, but ended up getting kind of ambushed and stuck in a corner. So we did die, but we died to the corrupted poison, not from the enemies. So we ran back to that area, cleared it out, got our stuff, gathered more items, just kind of random items, mercury items, consumables. And then we made our way to the second switch, which turned the other statue and gave us the other half of the soul bird shard. At which point we went to the center tree thing, that thing right there. Got to the base of it, plucked an avian tear, I believe. I believe we got that avian tear from that, which also gave us a luminous feather. So, do I still have the feather? I do. Okay. So we probably could we can go back to Wu Gang, buy the faded, radiant, and brilliant feathers from him to probably upgrade another weapon class to max to plus 10, if I really wanted to. If I had to pick one, it would probably be the spears, but I don't have enough levels to kind of put into the tree to get the skills I want. So, probably for New Game Plus or beyond, if I do that. Let's see. So after turning the statue, gathering the items, went to the little altar area where the statue's laser pointed at, raised the little soulbird shards, opened the path to the forbidden area, or the forbidden, where are we? Forbidden place or forbidden palace? Forbidden lands. The forbidden lands. So, opened up the place, came through here, expected those guys to kind of pop out and attack, but they were kind of just kneeling there in reverence to this, whatever that is. So we got to the shrine here, looked at the door, and was like, final boss. Yeah, it's probably the final boss up there. I'm guessing it's the Taoist guy or whatever he turned into, because we found his token right by the door, and it said it was possibly an alias. Where is it? Here it is. Yeah. Token shaped like the likeness of Zen Temple, engraved with the Taoist name. It's the Taoist priest's name, or the Taoist and medicine guy. In the face of overwhelming forces, renounced his Taoist identity. Perhaps from the start it had only been a disguise. So he might have assumed that name in order to do his research. Yeah. I liked him at the beginning, but he did not like him later on. It was a good thing I did not like him. It's a good thing we did good thing we trusted Pinwheel by not giving him the chisel, so but anyway. Yep. Made our way here, saw final boss, went back to Annalum, turned in the bronze arrow to Wuchang, opening up his shop. That was actually the final item to give him, so his inventory is complete. So trying to think. Anything after that, we went back to the Avian Forest. Yeah, went back to the tomb because the Elder in White said to come back once we learned the truth, whatever that was. And the episode before last, where we further explored the Bow Capital, we ran into a storyteller who revealed that he was in fact Duriel, king of the ancient Shu. And he talked about his conflict with the Bailings and the creation of the Red Mercury, what's the right word? The created Red Mercury, the attempt to defy fate and all that, the ascension to heaven and all that. So I'm guessing that's the truth that we were supposed to find. So we went back to the tomb, and in fact, the Elder in White is there. Yep. I suspected a boss fight just because the area is really big and it's an obvious boss arena. So we stepped in, and it turned out that the Elder in White is actually a spirit. Well, not really a spirit. He's a guy who's lived for at least 1,000 years. Eternal glory, Zhao Yun. Yeah, so we took him on. I think we did about a third of his health, then we died, so went back, prepped up, took him on, and defeated him. Second try. Yeah, this twin blade setup I has going, it's just, if your enemy has a weapon, you're not going to die. I mean, as long as you keep Blade Master up, as long as you keep your charged R2, R1 combo going, yeah, you're just going to clash with their weapons, and you're just going to get health back, and it's just it's like a, not quite sure what to call it, but yeah, you just gained a lot of health back. So we utilized that, defeated him second try, got his stuff. Yeah, so he gave us the last chisel, the cyan chisel. So there's 5 chisels in total, not just 4. There's 5. That chisel allows us to fully upgrade the temperance. So now we have all the slots active. Got his boss item, the board, and as well as his echo, which apparently is very good against inner demons. Cool, but it's probably a really slow cast considering it's 5 might to use. Yeah. So we talked to him. He was like his little duel was kind of like a test for us to see if we can still be sane after absorbing all that power. So I guess we passed the test. So went back to Annalum, turned in the boss item, his board, to Merchant Man, bought a weapon, and I think that was it. So finished up the capital, opened up the Forbidden Lands, went back to the Avian Forest, took on the Eternal Glory. Yep. I think we're about done. I can't really think of any other place we haven't been to yet. So, yep. And between episodes, I didn't do anything. All the stuff's going to be the same. All our equipment's the same. I thought about changing over to the bandit, the bandit blades, these ones, the twin bandits. Yeah, just because they're a lot stronger. They're just a lot stronger. But I don't know. I'll stick with my unequilibrium blades just because they look longer, which means I think they have a better reach. But who knows? But I just like how they look anyway. So other than that, I didn't do anything. And today, hopefully we finish the game. I'm pretty sure this is the final boss, so it might be difficult. Who knows? But that's the plan. Hopefully finish the game in a reasonable time. But, yep. Got my unequilibrium blades. Yep. My standard benediction setup. Yes. Haven't changed the armors at all. Kept the transmog because that's how I look at. Yep. Pendant for HP recovery effects. If we hit people in the back, we get HP. Boost this. If we clash with the Blade Master, he boosts that. So that's really good. Yep. Divine War has just been a really good. I was skeptical about how good this was, but it actually seems pretty decent. It lasts a good amount of time. I do want to like this, but the cast to do it is just so long that it's just. I have it on there, but who knows? All right. Shall we finish the game? Hopefully, maybe. I don't know. All right. Let's open this door and see who it is. All right.
Marrow and bone, ash and dust, run through me, blood of the ancient. Gates once shut, now wide open. The time is nigh. Hope all but forsaken, yet here I stand. All the power under my command. I must thank you, Wuchang. Heavens above, feathers within. Earth and soul aligned. All has become I. Feathering, fuel my ascension. Bai Wuchang, like father, like daughter.
Oh.
Thunderous divine, smite those unworthy! Foolish mortal!
I wonder if you will. Oh. Didn't do that.
Cast me aside! Today
just a bit slow in my dodge there. Okay. Well, I guess Zenwu Temple cast you aside because of your stupid obsession with the feathering and the transcending, and they were like, bad. Okay. Yep, that was the Taos guy. I should have known. Should have known. Alright. Probably can't clash with them, so this might not be the best item. Could always just increase our defense more, but he is a big enemy, so I wonder if that counts for this. Alright, so we'll give that again. So, yeah, we may not be able to clash with him. He just might be too big. So we'll give... It wasn't too bad. If I can get my tempering off, we could probably mow him down, but... Alright.
Marrow and bone.
Yes.
Bai Wuchang, like father.
Oh, we can call in an ally. Top off.
Thunderous divine, smite those unworthy.
Ow. Okay. So he's probably hitting us with his claw, not his sword. That's probably why.
I took my vengeance. Thunderous divine, smite those unworthy. Homeland's childish infatuation saved my rise. Divine providence indeed.
That stomp's probably going to be the worst. Yeah, that stomp.
Time bends. Cause unwinds. Rebirth through reversal.
Oh, okay, so the initial... The wavefront's not what we're trying to dodge. Oh.
Immortality would still elude me.
Okay, I wasn't paying attention to my health, apparently. I bet those waves did some damage on us. I wasn't paying attention. But apparently we can summon an ally, but who can we summon? Now I'm curious. I want to see who we summon. Alright, he's not too bad. He's not too bad. Yeah, he's pretty straightforward. I just gotta be a little bit more patient.
Marrow and bone. Bai Wuchang, like father, like daughter.
That stomp's gonna be my thing I hate the worst. Oh, caught the backswing. thought I was doing something else. I thought I was doing that. Alright. Okay, yeah, that was doing damage. I wasn't paying attention. Who is this?
The ninth heaven answers! Let me here. Immortality would still elude me. The ninth heaven answers!
Oh, Duriel.
Now, with your aid, the elixir shall be created. I cannot wait. Thunderous divine, smite foes unworthy.
I hate that stomp.
Heavens be praised.
Thought you were doing something else.
The ninth heaven answers.
It might be more than one phase. Oh, you got long reach. Again, I was thinking of doing something else. I hate that stupid stomp.
Promise salvation.
Really? That's it?
Endings have no peace.
I was fully expecting a phase 2 there, to be honest. Echoes of Zunyangzi. Alright. Not bad. Alright. It wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Was not expecting to summon Duriel. I was curious to see who we would summon, but it was Duriel. I guess he's there once you talk to him in the Bow Capital. Okay. Yeah, not too bad. Yeah, the only downside with this build setup is that if your opponent doesn't have a weapon to clash against, you're kind of dodgy. Yeah, you gotta dodge. So we had to rely on trying to get behind him to do our little backstab on health kind of thing. So, yeah. Not bad. Big enemy. He's got some spells. He's got some melee. Yeah, not too bad. Yep. So I guess the Taoist guy was trying to find immortality. Yep. I'm guessing he studied at Zenwu Temple, and the temple kind of found out what he was doing. It was like, you can't do this. It defies, fate and, the Tao and all that stuff. And they kicked him out, but he continued his research, which I think eventually led him to worship Rise, because I think he narrowed down the location of the bow capital, the shoe capital, or whatever. Yep. So he began research again into the feathering and all that's into the red mercury and all that stuff. And I'm guessing the Yu Zai, the consort, found out came upon his research and asked him to revive the emperor and all that stuff. And one thing led to another. Yep. And our father, Bai Zinyu, reached out to him in order to resurrect her son, and he used that for research, blah, blah, blah. Probably the same thing happened up in the Snowfall Palace. He said he was there at one time. So he probably did all the research up there. His research notes are probably from him. He's probably the mad scientist and all that stuff. So he probably lied to us about, getting our revenge against them and all that stuff. But, all right. That's a creature with a spear through its head. But, anyway, not too bad, not too bad. What do we get? Trying to see if we got anything. I know we got his Echo Spell, but we got some other stuff, but I don't quite remember where it was. I'll try and find it. We got a one-handed sword, Plumbed Grace. This ancient blade, infused with the power of Bailing, was taken by the Taoist medicine man from the Forbidden Lands. Made of bronze, the sword features intrinsic tendrils that coil along its surface, while a fierce eyeball is engraved in the center, staring defiantly at the world. Inspired by the omnipotent eye, the medicine man recognized that he lives of ordinary people cannot bear the weight of infinite knowledge. The lives of ordinary people cannot bear the weight of infinite knowledge. Those who attempt to seize power from others will ultimately face a reckoning. It's a one-handed sword that does feathering damage. I mean, it's not as good as this one, but a lot less requirements. So, oh, I picked that up. And the unknown meat. Increases damage dealt and increases damage taken for each empty armor slot. Interesting. An unknown hunk of flesh from which pulsating tendrils sprout. Rumors whisper of an ancient god slumbering deep underground, and those who dare to attempt awakening it are said to be consumed by madness. Only those capable of emptying their minds and forsaking all worldly possessions are truly fit to hold an audience with the Almighty. That thing up there, maybe? That'd be my guess. That's an interesting little pendant, We also got an Echo Spell. Echoes of Zanyangzai. Release a feathering type blade force forward along with 5 orbs. It's a 3. Nice. Spell used by the feathered immortal, that guy, that conjures a crimson blade, unleashing a feathering type blade force, and magic orbs follow, or forward. His greatest ambition was to ascend mortal life and achieve immortality. Thus he buried himself in the study of red mercury, squandering human lives like mere fuel for his craft. Now as a feathered, he wields its power as though it were an extension of himself, unleashing destruction with every move. All right. I guess this is the gate of truth. Alright, that was actually not that bad. That was a good fight. The Gate of Truth, huh? Let's do a full rest, see if anybody shows up. I guess not. Nope. Alright. Let's level up. Probably not do anything with it, but at least level it up. Alright. Alright, gate. Open sesame? Enter the realm of truth. This is like one of those points of no return. Once I activate this, it's going to throw me into the end game, or the credits and back to the menu. Let's find out. There's no turning back beyond this gate. Will you step forward? Hold on. I want to go check the back with the Elder in White real quick. I'm curious. He's in Temple 2. I just want to make sure I can't interact with that little door or that gate. I feel like I'm missing something. I don't know. Was this here before? You lies man whose heart remains loyal always. Pay respects at the gravesite to heed the hero's final will. I don't remember this being here.
The mortal dream fades. My tale concludes. I understand now. All is as it should be.
Oh, his armor set. Okay. Well, it's a good thing I came back, otherwise I probably would have missed this. Okay, so we can't activate this, but this looks like another Gate of Truth. Looks like someone created something here. Alright, well, it's a good thing I came back. Probably should have done this last episode, to be honest, but I didn't know it was here. Crown of Loyalty. A crown adored with a cloud pattern symbolizing prosperity and good fortune. This crown bestowed upon a man during his coming-of-age ceremony remains with him for life. Known among the common people as the Undefeated General, a title earned at the expense of countless lives. Though he retained his supremacy upon entering Shu, the land ultimately became his nightmare. Chainmail emblemished with scales, reinforced with additional protection against arrows on both the front and back. Though its luster had faded with time, it continues to offer robust protection, robust defense. He has been waiting for someone to inherit his will since his memories returned. Loyalty and unwavering courage are more than mere words. They are the essence of his legacy. Cool. There's the armed guard. And his pants. Cool. Alright. It's a good thing I came back. Hold on. I want to check something real quick. See what's over here. Still blocked off? Yeah, it's still blocked off. Cool. Alright. Alright, let's go back to the gate. Well, I want to go back to the people and start talking with them, see if they have anything new, but... Alright, let's go. Let's end this thing. Enter the realm of truth. Let's go. Ow.
Sister, are you awake?
Wuchang, you did it. Our journey found its true ending.
All right. So that was the straight to cutscene. Okay. So it was Pinwheel guy, but was that Fang Yao? But she said sister, and she had the pinwheel, so it looked like Fang Yao. But was that the sister by you? I don't know. But all right, that's an ending. Well, that was actually quicker than I expected. Because that final boss, the Taoist guy, wasn't too hard. No, which is fine. And I'm just listening to the song. But anyway, Wuchang, Fallen Feathers, finally done. Yeah. Not a bad game. Started out a little rough, but after a few patches, got much better. So, but yeah, a few patches made the game a lot better. Yeah. Not too bad. A little issues here and there, particularly with some of the bosses. As I was replaying it, some of them definitely has issues, particularly with their projectile attacks. The Madam at Snowfall Palace and the Sovereign's fight in particular, those two in particular, Because the Madam has one attack where she weaves her lantern around that spews out a series of projectiles. And if you're close enough, if you're point blank and she does that in front of you and you don't dodge in time, you're gonna get smacked by all 5 projectiles. And each one does their own set of damage. And it's a one-shot. It is a guaranteed one-shot. So that's my only issues with the game right now. Because the Sovereign also has something similar. The Tiger does like a backflip and it launches out a series of lightning projectiles. Same issue. If you're close and you don't dodge in time, you're gonna get a face full of projectiles and it's instant death. So other than that, it's pretty good. It was fun. Not hard. Yeah, definitely not hard. I would say it's a good balance. Definitely has some hard points, but God, the avian hunters, yeah, their little crossbow attack is just dumb. Because again, it's one of those attacks where you get hit with the first one, then oop. Oh, okay, our sword. Oh, we left our sword behind. Alright. Yep, and as I was saying, the avian hunters, their little crossbow attack, it's the first attack comes out, you get it, the only cue that they're going to do with the attack is that they raise up the crossbow, and it's a pretty quick action, and they'll shoot one bolt. If you don't dodge it, you're going to get pummeled by the rest, and each individual shot may not do much, but it does poise break build up, and once it triggers, it does like a big chunk of damage, and it staggers you, so you're dead. So it's but yeah, other than that, this game's not bad. I probably missed something. I have a feeling I missed a boss, maybe. Like, we have 2 halves of the Samsara ring. Like, are we supposed to put it together? I don't know. I'll have to. My other playthrough's near the end, but I have another playthrough. I'm at the Burning Temple, so I'll re-explore the capital again with that character, see if I missed anything. I have a feeling I did. I mean, I can always check right now. Let me check. Now that I beat the game, I'm gonna check. Bosses. For bosses, let's see. Yep. Alice, Tonga, Feathered Priest, Monstrosity, Blight Weaver, Trent, the other Palace Maid, Hong Long, Northern General, Ming General, Mistress, Perfect Bride, Southern General, Sorcerer, Sovereign, Toddler, Nightmare Demon, Magus, Feathered. Oh, I missed one. Yeah, I missed the boss. I don't recognize this one. Demon of Obsession. Okay. Yeah, I missed it because it's that. It says it's that that little gate where we had to pick an option, where we had to pick, the dream phase or the wheel turns anew. I guess when we did the other option, would have taken us to that boss. Okay. Alright, so it's one I missed, so that's fine. Okay. Oh well. Okay. Alright, so that was one boss we missed just because we answered the door wrong. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. Okay. But we got all the others, so that's good. Okay. Oops. Alright. So we did miss the boss, but again, it's a door we had to pick the other option to. But that's fine. Alright. Yeah. Solid game. I would say 8 out of 10 if I do that, but other than that, yeah. Okay. So I'm just gonna let the credits roll, and I'll see you when you get back. Alright, we're back. Alright, so. Dream achieved, so I guess that means we beat the game. Will it send us back to the beginning? Let's find out. Because we have a whole bunch of mercury in our back pockets, I want to see how much it was. So Nox is at the beginning. Yep. Upon activating casual causality reversal, you will carry over your equipment level and mercury and purchases into a new run, while enemies will grow stronger and battles become more challenging. Yeah. Yes, the standard New Game Plus. Alright. Yeah, we'll watch it again. Alright, so let's see. Okay, so put these on. Okay, cool. So all our stuff's the same. Yep, all this is here. Looks like I'm missing some things. I don't have the Ring of Samsaras. I don't have those halves. I'm probably sure most of the key items are gone. Yeah, all the values are gone. Oh, we have all this. All of our weapons. Cool. Armor. Probably all our pendants are here. Even the echo spells, good. Alright, so probably just get multiple copies of these. Ooh. Although we don't... Do we have the temperance? Yes, we do. Okay. And we have the chisels, so that's nice. I thought they would take the chisels from us because it's important to some aspects. Alright. Alright. We're having a new game, huh? Alright. So now what I usually do at the end of every Souls game, I pop all of my consumables and see how much I have. So this is going to take a while. Wait, I have 4, 3, 7, 2, 2. Cool. It's 3,300. Get over here. Almost 20,000 right there. Jeez. That's another 20,000. I know probably quicker just to sell them, but oops. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot. Yeah, it's about 6,400. Damn. Yeah, I have a bad habit of, hoarding these things. Don't know why. I don't know, it's just a habit. 100,000. Jesus. Almost 300. Oh my god. I got these, which are 10k a piece. Should I count these as well? This is 100,000 right there, and this is 10,000. But man, I won't count them. This is part of the DLC. Might as well just let's grab it. All right, 878,000. 422. Oh boy. Yep, I had 834,700 just in consumable mercury. Jeez. So I don't think that beats Elden Ring, where I had like a few million in my back pocket, but that's still a lot, especially in this game. That's what I want to say 10. Maybe 14 levels, give or take. But, alright. There we go. Alright. Alright, and with that, I am going to call an episode. Yep. Finished up Wuchang, Fallen Feathers. Yep. Yep, I got one of the endings. Apparently there's 4. I looked it up. I looked it up real quick. Apparently there's 4. So, I have this ending here, so I have to find the other 3. I bet one of them involves, I don't know. Yeah, I bet one of them involves the Magus somehow, but who knows. But anyway, yeah. So apparently there's 4 endings. I'll probably do them on my own time, but yeah. We did the final boss. Yep. Feathered Zhang or Yun Zhang Zai, or really bad with pronunciations, especially Chinese pronunciations. But the Feathered Taoist Medicine Man, or Taoist Doctor, I've been calling him through the playthrough. Yep. He's the final boss. Not a bad boss. Yeah, not a bad one. Yep. He spams some spells. He's got some pretty long-ranged melee attacks. He's got some pretty strong melee attacks. A quick stomp attack, which is probably the most infuriating. So I tend to be in the middle of an attack animation when he does it, and it's ugh. But all in all, it's not too bad. The only attack I really have to watch out for is this little water wave attack, but I think the actual hitbox for that is closer to the center of the thing. Yeah, I was dodging at the beginning of the wave front, but I guess it's a bit further into the wave, so you have to let it pass you for a split second before you dodge to avoid the hitbox. So, and it does do damage. I wasn't expecting it to do damage, so I wasn't paying attention, and it did kill us, so. So we did die to him once, but we came back, beat him up with our fire-infused twin blades, was able to summon. Apparently there was a summon, and it was Duriel, the ancient king of Shu. So he showed up. I don't know how much he helped, but he showed up. I guess he only showed up when you actually interact with him in the capital. So if we didn't do that first, we would have missed him out on his summons, but yep, so we beat up the Medicine Man. Yep, got his Echo, got a pendant, which is a pretty interesting pendant. Increases damage dealt and received with less equip load, or less equipment on. Interesting. Got his weapon, a one-handed sword. Okay. Not my preferred class, but okay. And his Echo spell, which seemed to be pretty cool, but I don't know, I'll have to try it out. But then after that, we went back to the tomb, where we interacted with the tomb headstone, heard the last words of the general, got his armor set. Yep. And then we went back to the Gate of Truth, interacted with it, got an ending, watched the cutscenes, started New Game Plus, checked out how much Mercury we had in our back pockets. Whoops. Sorry about that. And that was it. Finished up Wuchang Fallen Feathers. Yeah. Again, it's very... definitely recommend playing it if you are a Souls player. I thought it was good. I mean, I didn't have any issues with it. Well, the only issues I have are with the enemy projectiles for certain bosses, just because they I don't know, they don't use like a hit scan, or not a hit scan, what's the word? There's a word for it. Shared hit list, that's what I mean. Yeah, so they don't seem to utilize something like that, so all the projectiles will hit you, doing all the damage, and it's like a few thousand damage, you get one shot, so it's, right now that's my only complaint, but it's pretty niche because there's only a few enemies that actually spam projectiles like that. So it's not too bad. Yep. But again, solid game. Had fun. Probably play it on my own again. Just try to get the other endings. Yep. But yeah, Wuchang. All right. And I thank you all for watching. And I'll see you all next time.